What's going on, guys? How are we doing today? Welcome to another video on arbitrage. Now in this video I'll be showing you guys how you could actually do this from home. You don't have to actually go down to the store or anything. As I explained before in the previous video, honestly, going down to Walmart or Target or like Home Goods or TJ Maxx is something that me and my fiance actually like to do for fun. But you could do this, if you don't like to actually go out and shop. You could do this from home, just using your internet and computer. And once again, that's why I have created this course, because I want to teach everybody how to make money from anywhere in the world using just their computer and their internet. So what you do is there's this one website that I actually use. It's called ebates.com. There used to be Fat Wallet before. But when you go to Fat Wallet, it actually directs you here because I guess that website is no longer available. So what you do is you just go here. What you can do is you could select, the websites or the companies that Ebates carry their product. Or if you just go down, you could select like 20% off, 4% cash back, facial, blah, blah, blah. And I'll just go and select something, whatever is hot for the week or what's hot today or something like that. Or sometimes I'll just, let's say go to Walmart or something. You don't want to select anything from Amazon because once again, you are trying to sell on Amazon. And retail arbitrage is all about finding a product being sold on a market or buying a product from a market and selling it on a different market for a profit. And finding it on Amazon is not going to make sense because it's going to be the same price. So let's say we go to Walmart, and let's say we go down here, and they seem to be to have the biggest selections. Like Black Friday is coming up, so you could see whatever is going on Black Friday. So let's say holiday specials and must-have gifts. So let's go ahead and click on that, and it'll take you to the Walmart site. And it'll show you just a bunch of things. So, when I actually go to Walmart or to one of those stores, especially Walmart, they have what they call the rollback. Do you see how it has the, the red tag on it? Now, once again, as I've explained before, what you're looking for is something that ranks below 75,000, or the best-selling rank, the BSR, is below 75,000. Not more than 10 sellers selling the item, and you're making at least, $4 to $10. I mean, whatever you find is a good profit for yourself. Many times, I'll have a good selection of products that I'm making $5, $6, $7 a profit per item, and then I'll find maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of one item that they have that I'm only going to be making a couple dollars on. I'll just throw it on there. I mean, it is what it is. I'm shipping it all together, so why not maximize on your profit? And so you'll just go down and try to select something that you may think that is good. Now let's just go ahead and select something. Just to make this short, I'll just show you guys how to actually compare with Amazon, make sure that it's a good item for you. So a few steps. The first thing you want to do is click on the item itself. So if you look at it right here, it says a scene on TV star shower laser motion Christmas lights. So this might be actually the the name of the product. So you just copy it and then you go to Amazon and just like product research, make sure that you're all on all categories, and you just paste, and then you see what comes up. So these come up. Now if you go down, you just make sure that you are selecting the exact same product. So it is this right over here. It is being sold for $30.33. So if you compare the price, it is at $19.88. That's what you're going to be buying it for. The next thing you want to do is, of course, look at the BSR and at the how many people are actually selling. And you see how it says that 18 people are selling it because it says 18 new offers. The next thing you want to do is go to FBA calculator and figure out how much Amazon is going to charge you to actually sell this product or list this product for you. So the same thing, you just copy paste the item name and you find the one that's closest to it, and I believe it's this one right here. So as soon as you do that, it says item price, which is how much you're going to sell it for. So the lowest one is selling for $30.33. We're just going to go ahead and match that price. So we're going to say $30.33. Shipping to Amazon, you know, I typically put anywhere between 50 cents to 75 cents. We'll go ahead and do it in the, you know, in the higher end, so 75 cents. And you're buying the product for $19.88. So $19.88 is the cost of the product, and then calculate. And you see you're only going to be making 38 cents. So just because you're actually buying the product for 19 or, you know, a little bit less than $20, and on Amazon it sells for $10 more, does not mean you're going to make anywhere near that. You got to factor in the shipping, and you got to factor in, which is the most important, Amazon fulfillment. So if you see here, Amazon, the selling fee, which is 15%, is $4.55, and then fulfillment by Amazon is charging you $4.77. So over $9 you are being charged just to actually send it to Amazon and have it have Amazon actually do your customer service. Now you do have the option of not of fulfilling it by yourself, by merchant, and not sending it to Amazon. But once again, you will get 1/10 of the sales, and you won't have the buy box. And we want to make sure that you have the buy box 100% of the times. So of course, you know, this would not be an item that you really want to go into. Now, let's say, you know, this item is good and you really want to do it, and this is something you want to go into. I will show you how to list it and what to exactly do. So if you go to Seller Central account right here and you go to your dashboard, just like how we list an item for, you know, for private labeling, you go to inventory, you go to add a product, and then from there you will go to right here. Now typically for when we are doing adding a product for private labeling, what we do is we'll go to create a new product listing, and then we'll go from there. In this case, you're actually going to go ahead and paste the product name and search for it this way, instead of actually going to create a new listing. You're actually going to see what listings are there. Now you see how other listings show up for this product, and then you have the sell yours, and then there's the listing limitations apply. Now do be careful when it says listing limitations apply. Many times this product needs approval, and you need to go ahead and ask for approval before you do that. So look for that. Now let's say you are, you know, listing this right here. So let's say this is the item that you're going to be listing. You'll click on sell yours, and then after this page pops up, the only information that you've got to really put in is just the price. It is very simple. It is very easy. There is not much for you that, you know, needs to be done. So the, you know, the price, lowest price is $101.98. You want to match it, if not go lower, because you want to have the 100% buy box option. And once again, if nobody else is prime, you could list your price at 15% above the lowest person and still have the buy box 100% of the time. You want to go to new all the time, and see how it says lowest price, so you're going to have the buy box for sure. And then you want to make sure that it says I want Amazon to ship and provide customer service, and you just press save and finish. And then after that's done, it'll actually take you to creating a shipping plan. Now, you know, once again, this is just something that I'd inserted earlier. What you do is you need to make sure that you put in the shipping address where it's coming from. Now, if you are shipping it from home, so you just put in your home address. If you are shipping it from like a Walmart or a you know, like any website, you just put in their information, just the website name. You know, if you just go to contact us, you can see the headquarters. You could just go ahead and put that. But typically, I'll just put the address or the website where it's coming from. Unless if you are sending it from home, then you just put in your home address right over here. So you just go to ship from another address, and then you do it that way. It is always individually packed. And then you go to continue shipping plan, and it is nothing different from the shipping plan that we created before for our private labeling items. And then after that, what you want to do is just put in simple information. Now, just a few things, guys, that I need you to understand. If you are going to be sending multiple items, so let's say if I went to Walmart and then I purchased this item, I put that item in my cart, and then I went ahead and I got other items and I put them in my cart, you could actually fulfill multiple items and send multiple items in the same box. You'll just have to actually let Amazon know, and then when you go back to let me take you guys back to Seller Central and manage inventory. If you actually go right here, what you could do is you could actually click on more than one and select send replenish, and then when it takes you back to right here, it'll actually show both items separately. So you'll put in the dimensions for this item and the amount of units, and then the same thing, and then at the bottom it'll actually ask you for sending everything together or separately. You could choose either way. I always, I have not done that many shopping online. I've done a few times for retail arbitrage. Mostly it's in store. So I have the dimensions and I know exactly what everything is going out. But I'll go ahead and write down, I'll put everything in one box. I'll put as much items that I can actually shove in one box because, the shipping cost is low. So let's say we bought 4 items. So we're going to put 4, and then let's see here, dimensions. So this is asking for the dimensions of the actual item. So let's say it is 10 inches by 5 by 5. Cool. And then the item itself is, let's say, 0.5 pounds. Okay. Alright, so you are sending 4 units. You press continue. And then from there, it'll take you right here. Now where it says prep required, honestly, what I would do, guys, I would always say merchant, because there is no prep required. Once again, as I've explained before, the only time there is actually prep required is if you're, sending 2 different items that need to be, assembled or something like that. Or let's say if you're creating a kit and you couldn't find both items at the same supplier, you're sending them from 2 different suppliers, but they have to be put in one box or something like that. Otherwise, you just select merchant and then you press continue. Alright, so if you look right here, it says approve shipment, so you'll just go ahead and approve it, and then after that we'll go ahead and actually prepare shipment and work on the dimensions and weight of the boxes and all that. Now one thing I want you guys to pay attention to is when you come to label, make sure you go to all products, and honestly what I would do is I will just let Amazon do the labeling, just because you are actually not going to have the product in hand and you can't put the label on it. So I'll just go ahead and let Amazon do the labeling. It does cost 20 cents per item for Amazon to actually do the labeling for you. So you'll just go ahead and do that, and then amount of labels, you just put in whatever amount of the labels that you are actually requiring. Now after you have verified and approved your shipment, it is time to actually prepare your shipment. Now for the purposes of this video, I am actually going to be doing it as if I were to do it, which is buying in store and actually sending it to Amazon. So you come to all products and just make sure that you do labels yourself, because you're going to be labeling the products. And it'll print out the labels just the same as you would do for private labeling. Just instead of actually sending those labels to your supplier, you're actually going to print them out yourself and put them on each single item. So you go ahead and just print and just like how we would do it for private labeling, you print them out and then put them on each single product. And then from there you press continue and then approve shipment and work on shipment. Now once you have approved shipment, you'll come here and start actually prepping your shipment. Many times Amazon does offer actually their own services, so you can apply for them and actually get discounts via UPS or FedEx. For the purpose of this video, we'll keep it as is. We'll go down to how will this shipment be packed. So what I'll do is everything in one box, because I'm only sending 4 items and they're all going in one box. Now if you were to be sending multiple items in one box, so let's say 2 different items in one box, or 2 different products in one box, it'll actually have another option of saying 1 SKU in each box or multiple SKUs in each box. So you'll select that and it'll just ask you for each individual item and how many of each are there separately, so you just put that. So let's say the weight we said it's half, I'm sending 2, so that's 1 pound. The dimensions of the box is, let's say 20 inches by 10 inches by 10 inches, and then I press confirm. After that it'll ask me to print out the box labels, once again just like private labeling, and instead of sending these boxes or instead of sending these labels to your supplier, you're actually going to print them out and put them on your box each. If you have more than one box, you just put them on each box. In this case, I only have one, so I print it out, and it'll have the address where it's being sent to. And that's that. And then, as soon as I create the shipping plan, as soon as I press complete shipment, it'll actually tell me where I could ship the product to. So if you are doing, if you are purchasing online, you could actually send it there. Just put the shipment address that, or if you are doing it yourself, you'll just use this address to actually have your product shipped to. So once again, guys, this is retail arbitrage. Where retail arbitrage is pretty much, finding a product in a market and selling it in a different market for a profit. You could either go in store, as I've explained in the previous video, and this is what my preferable method, or you could go online. And going online is not just on eBay. There are other websites. You could go directly to Walmart and search for like clearance items. Like if you just search right here and put clearance, it'll actually show you clearance under 5, clearance toys girls, things like that. And then just take the name, put it on Amazon, look for the bestseller ranks, and then also look for how many people are selling it. Make sure that they're less than 10 sellers. Make sure the BSR is less than 75,000. And then from there, you go to the FBA calculator. You see how much Amazon is going to charge you to actually list that product and send it to you. And then you go about actually listing your product, which is pretty much the same as if it was for private labeling, except instead of going to creating a new listing, you just enter the item right over here, and you press enter, and then you go and list it under another listing. If there are multiple listings, what I would do is I would go for the one that has the most reviews and least amount of sellers. And then make sure that if there are not any Prime members, you could actually, or Prime sellers, you could actually list your listing 15% over their price and still have the buy box 100% of the time. So once again, guys, thank you very much for watching one of my other videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. You all take care.